Am I wrong for not wanting to take my wife's niece and nephew in so they can get out of foster care? This is a throwaway. Been sitting on this for a few days, but it is still eating at me. My wife wants to take her niece and nephew in since they have been in foster care for over a year now. What I know is limited, but this is what I know of the saga. Back in October of last year, my Sil, her husband, and the husband's mother were living in a one-bedroom camper with 6 dogs and 2 kids. It appears someone reported them to CPS or DCS. They made a house call, and house was in squalor. Apparently, they were only supposed to take it away temporarily until they found proper living arrangements and rehomed the dogs. My wife asked if we could help, so we agreed to give them the deposit for an apartment and 5 months' rent. This is where shit went south. They tested the kids for THC, and they had elevated levels. The son is currently 5, and the daughter is currently 13. I do not know the exact level. My Sil and her husband swear they only smoke outside, and the levels the children had were too high for secondhand smoke. They claimed they gave them gummies or something. To be fair, I could see them do that. That is the least of their concerns. Her husband forgot to register since he is a registered sex offender. It is one count he had sex with a 15-year-old when he was 19 or 20. Apparently she lied about her age, but Washington, a minor lying about their age is not a defense. That caused some issue. He was charged and apparently his father posted bail for him. So he has that going for him. Now earlier this month, the attorney representing them for the CPS case asked us if we would be willing to take the kids in. The husband's father said no, and my father and mother-in-law said hell no. So that leaves us. My wife wants to do it, but I am on the fence. We don't have to make a choice now. Last hearing we had was last week, which is where they presented the option of us taking the kids in. The judge requested CPS reach out to our child service agency in NY, because we live in NY. It is not a slam dunk we have 2 approved good for the kids. We need to find our own attorney and stuff. Next appearance will be on February, where the judge claims they will determine what to do next. Regarding things like a parent plan and stuff. IDK, I very much torn. I don't want to take these kids in. I get they have no one else, but yeah, I don't want them. I like our life, and we both were always happy with not having children. My other fear is I know my wife will want them to be a part of the kids' lives, and that probably means we may end up supporting her sister at the very least. I know how much this means to my wife, but I am really torn. My wife is telling me it is normal to feel this way, but it is the right thing to do. IDK, really lost. I don't know anything about the criminal side of the charges, like failure to register, or if the THC in the children is a charge. So cannot comment on that. Just looking for some honest and brutal feedback. Have no one else I could talk to about this? My wife's mind is made up, but we need to both agree to my understanding. Minor update. I spoke briefly with an attorney at around 10. We scheduled a full consultation for January 5th. But he echoed what many others have said based off the information provided. This seems more like a guardian or adoption thing, but he is also confused why my Sil at the very least has not had visitation with the kids. As others have said, he feels something else may be going on. It was a very brief conversation, we were both present, so we saw us. Thanks for all the advice and suggestions. I am going through compiling everything and writing down my questions and concerns. Ask my wife to do the same. Update. So my wife and I spoke to our attorney, and we also attended our first hearing. As many have mentioned, we were missing a lot of details. The judge is 100% fed up with my Bill and Sil. That is a topic for another day. As for the kids, the oldest has a history of running away, stealing, and lying. She has accused foster parents of inappropriate behavior, but it appeared the claims were thrown out since they had no forensic evidence to support the claim. Not exactly sure what they mean by that. She is no doing well in school. She has been caught smoking and drinking. In short, she is a hot mess. She wants to be with her parents, which is understandable. The brother seems to have adjusted better than the sister. Overall, we were presented the option to foster or guardianship. Guardianship is the quicker option according to our attorney, but generally is harder to get out of. The point of contention is our status. If we divorce before officially taking them in, could delay the process. I am personally leaning towards we separate beforehand, then she does what she needs. We were told, given the age, the kids cannot share a room. So that is fun in NYC, which will be hard for her to afford on her income alone, but in theory, we were told income should not be a limiting factor. She just has to be able to provide care for the kids. Unfortunately, our marriage is probably over. I will do what I can as a friend, but kids are not in the cards for me. My wife is not exactly pleased, and does feel like I am punishing her for the actions of her sister. I tried my best to explain that I love her, but I did sign up for this. I told her maybe if it was just a brother. But his sister is a hot mess, and that is a bag of drama and trauma I am not equipped to handle. I do want to say I appreciate the feedback, differing perspectives, and suggestions. I am not pleased with the outcome, but yeah, that is life. But I thought long and hard, and yeah, I could not see myself growing to love or appreciate them if they cause major shifts in our life and freedoms, which objectively they will. If you have more suggestions or tips, please leave them. I will pass them along to my soon-to-be ex at this rate. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.